how are people being introduced to these alt-right ideas? One of the main tactics is invasion. It's pretty self-explanatory. A group of bad actors finds a non-political, pre-existing community and takes it over. They do this by abusing a couple very American political assumptions. The first being that non-political means centrist, and that centrist means the exact middle of the farthest left and farthest right ideas in the group, completely disregarding how extreme either side of that is. So when there is an influx of neo-Nazis, conspiracy theorists, or general alt-right actors, this pushes the center of the group's politics to the right. That then alienates the more liberal members of the community and pushes them out. Again, pulling the group to the right. If they aren't fully radicalized by this point, everyone who has stayed becomes okay with being in community with bigots and starts to tolerate the extremely hateful ideas being shared around them. At a certain point, the community is no longer about health, fandom, sports, whatever the original topic was, and becomes an alt-right echo chamber. It has been completely colonized, where invasion works for smaller groups or subsets of larger communities, such as Facebook groups or subreddits. The gateway tactic works on a much larger scale. Gateways work through figureheads and influencers in combination with ill-managed, profit-focused algorithms. The example I will be using for this section, talking about gateways, is YouTube's own famous alt-right pipeline. Predominantly in the gaming community of YouTube. Specific example that I will point to is Normal Boots, a collective of gaming channels, all male gamers with different shticks and gimmicks on their channels, but all focused on gaming, gaming reviews, that kind of stuff. One of the channels, Peanut Butter Gamer, had a very young target audience, making videos about children's games and Nintendo and very kid-friendly topics. He made videos in collaboration or mentioning the YouTuber JonTron, who made very popular, funny game review videos. And over the last couple of years, JonTron has made a very public turn to the right, introducing his audience to people like Sargon of Akkad, a British far-right commentary YouTuber who is friends with Paul Joseph Watson, an InfoWars contributor. So very quickly you can get from wholesome PG gaming content targeted to children to edgier game reviews to a very right-leaning British man to one of the best-known conspiracy theorists in media right now, Alex Jones. This was enabled by the fact that YouTube's algorithms at the time were focused on ads, profit, watch time, and interaction at basically all costs. Increasingly conspiratorial and right-wing content will keep a person watching. If you tell someone everyone's out to get you and you have to finish watching this video in order to know about it, they will keep watching. The common verbiage for this system is falling down the alt-right pipeline. I don't particularly like that verbiage, because I believe it takes away the agency of the person who is actively finding the next most right-leaning video. There is a big difference between a 21-year-old falling down the pipeline and a 12-year-old. The 12-year-old will not have the education, context, societal experience to understand what is happening to them, what they are clicking on, what they are being told. The 21-year-old should know better. That is a huge reason why middle school to early high school boys are the most at risk for this specific pipeline. They do not have the life experience or education to contextualize and understand what they are being told when the videos they are watching go from Nintendo game reviews to the Jews are controlling world governments. These are kids that have not taken a high school civics class yet and do not have the knowledge to properly process the alt-right information being tunneled into their brains. Over the past couple of years, sites like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. have tried to change their algorithms in such a way that it will stop boosting the alt-right content on their platforms, that it will take it down. But if you are still using algorithms, the systems that got us here to try to get us out of this, it will not work. Algorithms, the kind they use, currently do not have the ability to properly understand bigotry. They will not be able to comprehend the complexities of racism, anti-Semitism, and xenophobia in any truly meaningful way besides hearing the words in the video. Algorithms helped create the mess. Creating more algorithms isn't necessarily going to get us out of it.